Dexter, they wouldn't understand. You know, they don't know what it is to be a man, to be a son, all of that fucking pressure.
Grow up and be exactly the man your father molded you to be and still...
Not be good enough!
Exactly.
Miguel Prado has always stood out to me as Dexter's most dangerous villain due to his methods of manipulation. Throughout Season 3, we follow the friendship between Miguel and Dexter. We know it won't end well since Oscar Prado was killed in the first episode by Dex, but the irony is, this leads to Miguel becoming involved in the life of his brother's killer. Every interaction the two share, Miguel's sole focus is breaking through Dexter's defensive walls and gaining his trust. He not only does this by giving Dexter bloody shirt on the night of Freebo's murder, but actively uses flattery and a shared experience to position himself as the only person Dexter can trust. He lies about beating his father to death, a story fabricated to justify his dark passenger. To deepen their connection, he teaches Dexter how to play golf, makes their wives become friends, and shares a beer with him. On the surface, Miguel is genuinely intrigued by his new best friend and has found a replacement for his brother. But in reality, it is all a part of his plan to exploit Dexter's knowledge and getting away with murder. Being the assistant district attorney in Miami, Miguel had to face criminals slipping through the cracks of the justice system and cunning defense attorneys who gave the helping hand. Despite simply doing their job, he blamed them for letting cold-blooded killers rekindle with society and formed a strong hatred towards them. And one woman, Ellen Wolf, embodied everything he despised about them. From the very start of Dexter and Miguel's partnership, he always seemed to mention her as a potential. And when Dexter refuses because she's innocent, Miguel lashes out.
That's my friend. I'm asking you to do this for me.
Sorry, no.
Well, then fuck you!
As time passes by and he calls his jets, he finally gets what he wants and kills Ellen the same night he and Dexter kill Fleeter. Due to his ecstatic energy and not returning home to his wife on the night of the kill, it's not long until Dexter finds out the truth. Instead of backing down or agreeing to his teacher's terms, Miguel makes it clear he's got everything under control. Starting to distrust his friend, Dex tests the blood on the shirt Miguel gave him, only to find cow's blood instead of Freebo's. It is this betrayal that leads to the best back and forth in the entire series.
What are you doing in my office, Dex?
Winning.
Unless...
This one? Not at all. They said that stain would come out. Fuck you! How's that little bride of yours gonna feel when she has to start answering some questions? She's gotta wonder where you go, what you do, who you really are.
She knows everything she needs to, and it's gonna stay that way, or that ring might show up someplace very inconvenient.
I am the last person you want to fuck with, because I will fuck you back in ways you never even imagined.
Miguel's arrogance leads to his downfall when Dexter predicts the Guetta to be his next victim. Awakened on the table, he can't believe he'll share the same fate as the monsters Dexter puts down, unable to see the man he's become, or better yet, who he's always been.
It doesn't have to come to this.
But it always does. I had higher hopes for you, for us. But I finally just have to accept it. I'll always be alone.
I know you. Next, I know you better than anyone else.
No, there have been quite a few who've seen the real me as they laid on that table.
I accept you. I accept you, Dexter, like a brother.
I killed my brother. I killed yours too.
The majority view Miguel as Dexter's true first friend, but to me, he experienced what it's like to have a brother, someone to talk to, share drinks with, and best of all, a partner to kill with. Unlike the books, Brian and Dexter don't spend a lot of time together, and when they do, half of it is spent with the fake persona Rudy Cooper. In comparison, Miguel was only ever genuine with Dexter at Oscar's wake and when they're on opposing sides. Regardless of one being a false brother and the other having more sincere intentions, both men share parallels. They reassure Dexter that he doesn't need to apologize for being himself.
You don't ever have to apologize to me, Dexter, for who you are or anything you do.
Nothing to apologize for. Ever.
And exploit Dexter's loneliness to try and achieve their own personal agendas. And when the time comes for both of their deaths, Dexter kills them to protect an innocent person. Although Season 3 is largely ambiguous when it comes to Miguel's reasoning behind his actions, we can still be certain most of his deeds are disingenuous. If anything, he was mildly fond of Dexter but viewed him as an instrument to channel his own darkness. Every single interaction after knowing Dexter killed Freebo is an act of manipulation for the sole purpose of understanding how he could do the same. He may have a strong sense for justice and was known to be ruthless, but I believe there is more to Miguel's mind than meets the eye. We know Miguel was into politics and cared gratefully about his public image like his ex-girlfriend Maria LaGuerta, only he would go to much darker lengths to protect it. At first, Miguel's goal when deceiving Dexter was to kill Ellen Wolf because she defended evil people and was damn good at it. Regardless of being morally wrong to the viewer, this seems understandable. But what if it wasn't even Miguel's reason for wanting her dead so badly? What if Miguel only wanted to further his career, ambitions, and destroy Ellen out of spite? I understand the vital role of defense attorneys in the system, but my point is Miguel craved control. He couldn't bear losing to his rival any longer and needed to put an end to her. Justice was important, but just as, if not more important to him, was public betrayal. His harsh enforcement of the law gained him influence and popularity with the police and citizens of Miami. But we know Miguel Prado was a hypocrite, since he was not above bending the law or using shady techniques to win cases. He even on one occasion let a wrongfully convicted man rot in prison rather than admit he made a mistake in court. Deep down, there was always darkness in Miguel, and if Dexter didn't catch him after teaching him the code, his evil had one of the highest potentials in the entire rogues gallery. Not only would he have been able to get away with murder, but he had the power of the law on his side. And that means for a time, Miguel would have been truly unstoppable. In the first half of the original show, the Dexter effect is one of the most interesting aspects of the story. Although I've explained this on the channel before, in case you're new here, this essentially refers to the way someone reacts to Dexter's secret.
I'm him, the butcher.
It ended his brother Brian, consumed his lover Lila, but Miguel at first was proud. The real reaction Miguel had was exploiting this anomaly, as it's not every day you meet a serial killer. Lying and manipulating Dexter is a feat of its own, as no antagonist has ever been able to do this, not even Brian Moser. Miguel Prado is Dexter's most dangerous villain, not because of any physical threat, but because of what he was able to psychologically achieve. He sold a dream to a man who believed he was cursed to walk among humanity alone, and convinced him he could also relate to his pain. He was smart and powerful, but his recklessness proved to be his downfall. It became a trend to call Season 3 boring or not that good, but to me, it is one of the best seasons. After all, it has a villain so good, he overshadowed the big bad serial killer of the season. So was Miguel ever genuine? Did he actually care about justice? Are questions I'll point to you guys in the comments below to answer. And if you enjoy hearing about underrated villains roughly once a month, follow the first rule of the code and subscribe. It may seem small to you, but it means the world to me. Have an amazing day.